good. You gotta straighten this thing
You
out.
gotta have calm now. You understand? With her, we don't know what the hell she's gonna do. She's getting all hysterical. She gets very excited.
She's wild. And you gotta take it easy. You got children. I'm not saying you gotta go back there this minute, but you gotta go back. I mean, it's the only way. Gotta keep up appearances.
Yeah, but I got the two of them coming over the house every day, commiserating the two of them. I can't have it. I can't have it. You know, I can't do it, Henry. You know, I can't do it.
Nobody says that you can't do what you want to do.
Yeah, do what you want to do. We all know that. I mean, this is what it is, okay? We know what it is. You have to do the right thing. You have to go home to the family, you understand? You gotta go home, okay? Look at me. You gotta go home. Smarten up. All right?
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna talk to Karen. I'll straighten this thing out. I know just what to say to her. Okay? I'm gonna tell her you're gonna go back to her, and everything's gonna be just the way it was when you were first married. I'm gonna romance. It's gonna be beautiful. I know how to talk to her, especially to her. In the meantime, Jimmy and Tommy are going down to Tampa this weekend to pick up something for me. Instead, you go with Jimmy.
Yeah, you come with me. We'll go down there, okay?
Have a good time. Take some time for yourself. Relax. Sit in the sun. Take a couple of days off.
That was from my favorite film, The Godfellas, and you know, that's all about Isiak. They're telling him you gotta go back home. You gotta go back home. You know, make it smooth. Make the transition smooth. You don't want to rock the boat. You know, I know you're flirting with your girlfriend, Liverpool, but you know, you gotta go back home. You gotta go back home to Newcastle and make it all nice and smooth. You gotta smoothen everything out. You don't want to make you don't want to spoil the relationship between you and your missus, and you want to leave on a good time. This is the 6-yard box. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share, all that kind of good stuff. Let me get my camera on the screen. It looks like the camera has been deactivated. Let's activate that. And yeah, we're back on the screen. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. 6-yard box is the channel. Make sure you subscribe. And we're back. Welcome to the channel once more. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share. 6-yard box. Welcome back. And yeah, it's all about Newcastle. This late night. It's all about Newcastle. They've got to agree a deal with Liverpool. They've got the what do you call it? They're putting a bid tonight for put in a bid for Sessko in the region of about 65.5 million. Add-ons taking it to 70 million, and yeah, that's where we are at the moment. Tonight, I think what's his name should be Isiak should be back in Newcastle. He has to go back to Newcastle, and he has to go and what do you call it? He has to go back to Newcastle and try and smoothen this deal. This deal has been something that's been going on. You don't want to leave. I think there's a way you leave a club. Newcastle fans, especially, I think they you know, it will not be good if what do you call it? If they have to leave. If everything has to go this way. You know, Newcastle fans have been they're one of the best fans in the league, loyal, and you don't want to leave in this kind of fashion. So let's get straight into the latest news coming out of the coming out. The latest news is coming out in terms of Newcastle. I just spoke about that Newcastle bid. They have submitted a 65.5 million bid for Sessko, and RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Sessko is 23. Apparently, Sky Sports are reporting that he's thinking about the deal, as he's got Manchester United interested in him as well. And also, Manchester United remain in talks to sign Sessko, who is set to decide between a move to Manchester United and Newcastle. That's according to Fabrizio Romano, their man. And so yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see who he picks. I think you know, in terms of Champions League and all the good things going on, you want to go to Newcastle. But you know, if you want the reputable name in terms of Manchester United, then you go to Manchester United. I think it's just a case of He's got to go to one club or the other, and I think he's got good choices there, but still a young guy, 23, and yeah, he's just gonna have to make a decision. Also in the Daily Mail, Liverpool will submit a second bid for Swedish striker Alexander Isiak, 25, if Newcastle secure a replacement. That's according to the Daily Mail. Newcastle, Liverpool, they've been reported in some by some reporters that they're not going to submit a second deal, but apparently they're looking to submit a second deal for Isiak. I think this one will go through. They've got to about 120 roughly. So yeah, I think they're gonna just play it out, and I expect this to be done in the next week probably, if Sessko decides to go to Newcastle. If he picks Manchester United, then this Isiak deal might drag on a little bit longer. But I can see this. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. But good thing for Newcastle fans is that Isiak is back in Newcastle. Apparently, he's supposed to be back in Newcastle today. If it was him, just go and train. You gotta go back. Just go and train. Also, Liverpool will submit a second bid. Okay, I've done that one. Arsenal considered to move for Isiak before signing compatriot Victor Gyökeres, but had doubts about the Newcastle forward's fitness record. Come on, man, fitness record. Isiak played a lot of games for them. I don't think he's ever been. He got injured towards the end of the season, but that's why I don't believe that. According to ESPN, I think Arsenal must have been thinking that that deal was not going to go through, and that Newcastle were going to play hardball with them, and they didn't want it to drag on. I don't think they decided they were going to go for Gyökeres because of Isiak's injury record. I don't know. I don't know about that one. And also South Korean, yeah, we've done that one. Sonny saying goodbye. Yeah, that's not transfer news. Netherlands defender Jariel Aito, 19, has completed the medical at Chelsea ahead of a 35.5 million move to Stamford Bridge, as according to Sky Sports. And also Manchester United are ready to make a 61 million bid for 22-year-old Barcelona and Spain midfielder Fermin Lopez. He's a top player. I watch him for Barcelona, 22-year-old. Yeah, but I don't think that's not gonna happen, to be honest. According to Sports in Spanish, I don't think that guy is leaving Barcelona. He's still young as well, 22. He comes off the bench. He plays in an advanced role, like a number 10 role. Very very good player. Um, and finally, according to Sky Sport, Italy, AC Milan are in talks with Liverpool and Uruguayan striker Darwin Núñez, 26, over a move to San Siro, but face competition from Saudi Arabia club Al Hilal. That's according to Sky Sports. Here, Núñez is going to be looking for a new club, as Liverpool have signed Ekitike, and they are also after Isiak. And also, let's grab the last one. Crystal Palace have failed with 28 million pounds move for Inter Milan and Germany defender Jan Bisek, according to Gazelle, Gazzetta dello Sport. That one I don't understand. I thought they said the what do you call it, was agreed. That's why I read this afternoon that Crystal Palace put in a bid, and the player decided not to go, as Inter Milan accepted the bid. That's what I saw this afternoon. But they've changed it now to that they failed. But this afternoon, I remember I saw that Crystal Palace put in a bid. Inter Milan accepted the bid, but the player said he was not moving. It might mean the same thing, to be honest, but they've just basically written it in a different word. But Palace have failed in their bid, and Palace also they've got Arsenal looking at AZ. I think that has cooled down a little bit. Also at the back, Magay as well. Apparently Tottenham are interested in him as well, and apparently Liverpool had the initial contact with his representatives. These deals takes time, and there's a lot of negotiating going on, and there's a lot of moving parts as well. and clubs want to get the best of deals, agent fees, and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on. So, yeah, I think it's very, very difficult for sometimes to make the deals happen. And we've seen in the past, especially with that Morgan Gibbs White deal that collapsed. I think I don't think I've spoken about it before, and I think that was bad on the part of the player. I think he just used Tottenham to get a new contract if he really wanted to leave. I'm not saying don't go and train, like I always say. You gotta go respect the club that you are playing at, and then go there and train. Unless the clubs are trying to be difficult, they keep shifting the goalpost, then maybe you have to make a stand. But if they decide, if they said this is how much they want, and the fee is not met, then you just gotta have to sit it out, and you gotta have to knuckle down. And if they really really want you, they're gonna make the bid happen. So yeah, it's very very tough for clubs and players, and the players are not animals as well. Very emotional. I know fans just look at them and say, why can't you just put in the transfer? Why can't you just down tools, or why can't you just go or whatever, or stay or whatever? But it's not that difficult. It's not that easy. Sorry, they got family. They got to think about everything. Everything is got to be aligned, and that's when they have to make their decision. They have to speak to players. Some of these players are very young as well. Look at Sessko, is 23. Imagine you know, living in a different country, and then with your mom or your dad will come and live with you or whatever. These guys are young guys that are making big moves and going to other countries to go and play football. So, and that affects their form as well. So yeah, that's very very important for fans to understand. And finally, I think Tottenham have agreed a loan deal for what's his name, Palinia, ex Fulham, and he was at uh, Bayern loan. No, they signed. I think Bayern signed him from Fulham. Can't remember the fee. I think it was about 35 million. But he's coming to Tottenham. He's a very good player when he was in the Premier League. He's a 30-year-old. Hopefully, Tottenham can still get some years out of him. I think there's an option to buy at the end of the option to buy, not an obligation. There's a two difference in those word and terminology. So option to buy is you don't have to buy. You can decide if a player is not what you need at the end of this loan period. You can decide not to sign him, and I think he's going to be a very good player for Tottenham. So thank you very much for watching. Headlines for today: Isiak going back to Newcastle, bids rejected. The first bids from Liverpool rejected, and Newcastle put in a bid for Benjamin Sessko of RB Leipzig, and that's where we are right now, and we'll see what comes out of it. Also, Aito has signed, passed his medical. The central defender from Chelsea passed his medical. Central defender from Ajax passed his medical at Chelsea. That move, 35.5 million, is going through and looks to be heading in the right way. Callum Wilson as well has joined West Ham on I think he's a 1 year loan, 1 year fee, 1 year sign on or something like that, a year long sign on. So he's only there he's just signed him for 1 year, and they'll see what happens. I think he's a good player if he can stay fit. That's the key thing for Callum Wilson. He's a very good player, but the problem is the fitness. And I hope he gets some minutes and he gets fit with West Ham, and he's a good player. He's a good player. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is the 6 Yard Box Transfer Hub. This is where we look at all the transfer every single week. We try and do it 2 times a week. So yeah, try and not, just throw out stories that are not going to be true. So yeah, we try and feed you in drips really to make sure we get the proper news, and don't just make content for the fun of it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Stay safe. God bless.